we're recording, baby. Well, let me bring some things up, and then we're good to go. So, as we begin, let's pick up. I'll quickly go over the events that have caused this. You guys saw a random castaway figure in the ocean. Specifically, Myra did of the Goldflame merchants, but Jakob also saw this in the distance, and Jakob in particular noticed two figures. You guys then went to help, and as you got closer, you saw a shark and a creature known as a Swahisian. I will keep saying that differently, I think, every time I say it. The figure who Miranda recognizes as a member of the Conclave of Uek Merak, sometimes enemy of her family. This figure raised up the hilt of a weapon that became an axe as water kind of formed the blades, and the whirlpool has trapped you within its grasp for the time being. Combat started. I'm going to start at the top of the round, so I'm going to need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, dexterity saving throw is my middle name. Oh, I don't have the new thingies like Wanda.
You
I'm sure
should
it's Wanda's
do.
second name.
I have.
Kevin has them too.
One sec. Let me see. Let me see what's up with you.
Many things.
Because you should have it. Because are you seeing the updated character sheet?
Yeah. My character sheet is updated, but my rolls. Oh, maybe it's because I'm rolling it from the hotbar. I'm not opening.
Yes, that might be why.
Okay, well that's just a better way to roll, so I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yes, that applies for Surf as well.
Okay.
I see one of your things is known as Miranda and Surf, and the other. Okay, confusing. Okie dokie. So Wanda, Miranda, and Jakob, you're all good. The rocking of the ship, the movement of the ship, does not knock you prone. That doesn't apply for Surf, unfortunately, as the ship continues to spin around this artificial whirlpool, and Surf is knocked to the ground, taking 5 damage, which I accidentally did in secret, but taking 5 bludgeoning damage, which is reduced to 2, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm gonna have. I pre-rolled the crew because I'm super smart. Everyone's saved aside from. It would be Myra. Where is Myra? Have I put Myra on the board? Did I forget to do that? Let me put her on. Myra, who would be next to Wanda at this point, is knocked prone. And so is everyone who is below deck currently.
Alright.
Hello.
Would I have to have made that save if I'm not on the ship?
You would because you're in the whirlpool.
Yeah. Okay.
The water walk prevents you from the worst effects of it. Thankfully. But while you're in the whirlpool, you would be making a save. Something to note as well. You all have Bless cast on you. That applies to Amira and Ignil. That was done by Ignil. Start of the round. Once again, Miranda, you'll catch something shouted in Aquan. You hear, "A ship of the Abyss's Embrace has challenged us. Show them who you are, but do not kill them. You understand all of that. Everyone else does hear in common Abyss's Embrace. And that's where we're going to start with Wanda.
Orton's still up, right?
Orton is still up, that is true. Is he not on the board right now? Where did you place him again?
He was like, he stabbed one of the shark, like the nearest shark to me. So I imagine the one just like up and to the left of me.
Boink. He is there if you... He's existing near the shark.
Excellent. Wanda will then, I imagine if I stealth, it doesn't give him sneak attack. I
No.
would imagine. Okay, I thought not. But regardless, Wanda will will she? Nah, Wanda's gonna leap over the side. No, Wanda's gonna stealth and then leap over the side. So I'll stealth where I am with my please. Sorry, my roll 20's being not roll 20, the other one. The thing we're using is being very laggy. Because of my boots and cloak and elven kind, I get advantage, right?
You do indeed.
Excellent.
Amazing, that is an 18. You believe you're hidden.
Ooh. I sure hope so. And then I'll kind of like skulk over this way a little bit, so I'm like behind, like just over where the shark is. And then because I'm water walking, I'm just gonna leap over the side, and I'm gonna try and jump onto the guy riding the shark and stab him.
You are going to... Sorry, you're going to jump overboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna leap over the side. Yep, jump overboard because I have water walking. Only because I have water
Indeed.
walking. And like try and jump onto the guy riding the shark and stab at him.
Okay, make 2 rolls for me. Make an attack roll and make a... I'll say an acrobatics.
Sounds good. Because of second story work, I can add my dex to my to the distance I can long jump and high jump. I think. So that, if that helps in any way, that would be appreciated. If not,
I would say this isn't a question about distance, more about aim, I guess. You can roll with... I'll give you advantage with second story work for the acrobatics check.
Excellent. And then do I get advantage on the dagger attack because I was stealthed, or do I not?
Yes.
Excellent. It's all going well.
Okay, that's a 22, which will indeed hit.
24.
24, my bad. So roll your sneak attack. What the fuck? There we go.
What is it?
If you just roll your damage, do you see the damage button?
That's right. There. I pressed the button, and it didn't seem to do anything.
Bruh. What the fuck? Why is this happening again?
This is why we need to go back to roll. I mean, map tools. True. Even truer.
Okay. Try it on that. Try clicking the button on
an
that.
option on that.
That is annoying as
I
hell.
don't have a button alone.
Okay. It is a 1d4 plus 3 plus, I think, 3d6 is yours. Is it 4d6 now, your sneak attack?
I'm trying to check, because I think level 8 is 46.
Christ, what was that?
Oh.
It is a 46. Ignore those rolls. That was me figuring it out.
Plus 3. And you know what? I think I might expend a charge of venom, because I'm sick as hell, and I want to murder.
Yes, remind me what that does again.
I'm trying to find out as well. My foundry is just being very slow in general, so I'm trying to click things and then not clicking. Wait, no, that was just a roll.
Yes. It's
2d6.
it's 2d6. So yeah, roll a 2d6 as well on top. I wonder why it's being funky right now. We'll figure it out.
There we go. 1d4 plus 46 plus 3 plus 2d6.
You deal 26 damage to this guy, and he is fucking dead. How do you want to do it?
Good. I want to literally like jump like over the side of the ship, like lengthways, and then as I'm like sailing past him, I want to decapitate him with my dagger, and then I want a combat roll off the end of it. So I guess this would be my acrobatics, which go in to see how well I actually do the jump.
Yeah. Your acrobatics. What was that roll?
I probably should roll it first. 15.
15. Okay. So. The fuck? Just. There we go. Sorry about this. What the fuck is happening? Please. Please work.
Please. Pourquoi?
There we go.
Map tools.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. Map tools is never happening again. Map tools is like 20 times the pain.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry, Ariane. As long
have
as
a
you believe in
mic
yourself,
campaign
I'm
that's
sure
going to
we can do
start like
anything.
when my campaign was going to start like 3 months ago. I'm going to go through all the efforts to do that in map tools.
Now
For
you're
us
just
to-
under the world. We love this.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Wonder was so good she was taken straight back to hell. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna fucking think. Why is this happening right now? I'm gonna go insane. Okay, and then I set it to. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna try to be cool. It's just gonna have to be like this.
you don't need to try. You're very cool.
Okay, bonk, bonk. This one is immediately dead, so he's gonna go escape from the land of the living, and you are now on top of a shark.
Hell yeah.
You flying, you jump over the side of the ship, decapitate him, and you see the clone of Orton also kind of comes at him from the opposite side and slashes with you. The body falls into the ocean. The head, you can do it as you please, but you are now on a shark that is, for the moment, unruly. So
Wonder is sick as hell. I'm not gonna blame.
yes, that's your action.
Yeah, and I have bonus action stealth, so I'm pretty sure that's everything for my turn, unless I am allowed to like for free animal handling, but I understand if probably not.
Why is this happening right now?
It's just about you, I would imagine.
Okay, that's not nice. Cool. I'm not gonna let you make the animal handling check right now.
That's fair.
That will happen on your next turn.
Understandable.
However, as it is now the sharks. Actually, no, it's not. That's your turn. It is now the wave shaper who has ducked below the ocean. After Jakob hit him a couple times.
Real.
That gamer is going to stay underwater for the time being. So you guys don't see him as he's chilling. He's chilling, going places. And that's his turn. However, you are next to a shark. And that shark will attack you.
No. Why would you do that?
So that shark is going to go for
And
a bite
People are
on
always
you.
like, "Oh, sharks are misunderstood." Ah, that misses. People always think sharks are misunderstood and shit, but like, no, he's clearly attacking me. It's not me.
Have you? Do you have you had? Are you at full health still?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So that is its attack. It's gonna miss you. After that, the shark that you're on, Wonder, is going to attack you. A 25 to hit.
He's gonna fucking try.
Does a
Well,
25
yeah,
hit?
I'm on its back, so can it bite? It does hit, but I'm on its back.
I don't think it
Does
can.
have, like,
I
a
don't
mark on
think
its
it
back?
can. No, that's true. That's true.
I just don't think that makes sense. I still think it makes sense. You know?
Fair enough. No, I'm gonna tell. Fair enough. Instead, it
Oh,
will
that
just.
worked.
Hell yeah.
Instead, it will just try to shake you off. So I want you to make a. This will be a strength saving throw.
Fortunately, Wanda has been taking lessons from Jakob.
You are, well, thankfully with Water Walk, you're not launched into the abyss below, but you are off the shark.
Excellent.
I'm gonna say
Just
that
as I
counted
hoped.
as its attack. That would be a shove.
Excellent.
So you're now chilling next to it as it's swimming by your side for the moment. After that, then there is another one down below. This one's gonna attack the ship. The ship is got 250 health. It's taken some damage, so I think it's at 232. This one's just going to go for the attack. That hits the ship, dealing 4 damage. And the shark it's on does the same. Missing with a 10. Its jaws, its teeth, is not able to penetrate the wood of the ship at this moment. So that's going to be their turn. After that, then, it is Jakob.
Yeah. All right. I don't remember what I was gonna do, but I can take a guess of I'm gonna attack this fish twice.
Go for it.
Oh, I will.
20 hits.
Can I take the 27 for my second roll for my second twice?
You can't take the 27 for your second roll.
I guess I'll just have to roll one. Oh.
And an 18. Your first attack deals 8 damage, and your second deals 9. Both of those hit, dealing 17 damage to this gamer.
And then, to no one's surprise, is my bonus action.
It's crazy.
Oh!
It worked. The 10 unfortunately misses, though.
Yeah, that's why I was sad. Oh shit, it worked! Oh
Insane.
You outdo yourself
yeah,
every
you're
session.
blessed, right?
I'm so
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I'm blessed.
I'm so glad we're not on that tool.
You
I
are
don't
blessed.
think it would. I don't think it would help though. He looks pretty rough.
Roll a d4.
Yeah, 4, maybe
Oh,
the
what?
AC is 14. Only a shark. It's only some dumbass shark, idiot.
You
No, it's
hit.
this guy.
Roll your
I hit!
damage.
AC 14.
See?
Max Oh wait, no, it's not. Yeah, max damage.
9 damage.
Wait, no.
That is not max damage. Close to.
Almost max damage.
But you also fucking kill this one. How do you want to do it?
Oh, that's so awesome. I would like to jab him. Is he holding anything?
He
Is this
is
the guy with the
not.
staff?
This
No,
is not
it's
the
not.
guy
That's
with the
his bloke.
staff. He's not holding anything. He was just kind of clawing and biting at you.
I would like to jab him twice, and then with my rapier, obviously, and then behead him.
Nice. 2 beheadings. And
Am I able to feed him? Am I able to feed him to the sharks? Will the sharks eat him?
I mean, you can
Jakob is
try.
grand plans. I just like if I'm beheading him, I want to make sure. I want to just see if the shark noms his head. You know? Or his body.
The shark looks hesitant.
What? Okay.
I mean, you can roll an insight to try figure that out.
Real. Okay, I'll do that. Ooh, what do I find out?
They
I wish I
seemed
never wasted my
close.
blast now.
So the
Okay.
shark does not want to.
Oh, I thought you meant close to eating it. Okay.
No,
Well,
no,
that's-
they were pals.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Right after you, it is the coral smashers. Now you just killed one of them, but the one on the other side is going to attack the ship. Hitting the ship, dealing 17 damage, because they deal double damage to objects. I don't have a good way of tracking this, so what I'm gonna do is just put it in chat. The ship is at 215 health. After that, it is now the 2 sharks. So the shark up above is also going to attack the ship. Hitting, dealing 10 damage to the ship. And the one at the bottom is going to attack you, Jakob. The one that's right next to you.
Gonna try.
It is going to roll a 18 and miss.
Classic.
That's gonna be their turn. The ship is at 205, I believe. Little spoiler warning: if the ship goes down, that's not good for you guys.
It comes out.
What? No way.
That's what you think. Miranda can test water breathing and or water walking, I'm sure. So we're fine.
Sure. We move.
Miranda
No,
did
there's
not
no
cast
choice,
either of
brilliant.
those.
We would move on to Miranda. However, Wanda, below you, you see a pulsing light in the ocean below. I want you to make a roll for me. Let me figure out what that roll is. That roll is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Wanda. She's wise as the trees.
Wanda is wise as the trees.
You do not make that save, and but fortunately you have water walk on you, so you can't willingly swim down.
And you start clawing at the water.
Yep, you start trying to really get down there, but every time you make any progress, you are like you just float up like a buoy. Instead, this figure is going to make its way up towards you. You see another Suijin. This one has a law on top of its head like an anglerfish. It's going to pop up next to you, and it is going to make attacks against you. With its glaive. This one is holding a weapon. Let me quickly put that in my hotbar. This will roll a 20 to hit and a 23.
Both of which.
Do they hit?
I'm gonna guess they do. Your is it evasion or is it uncanny dodge? Do you call
Uncanny
that
dodge,
before a
that's me.
roll or after?
Let me check.
Canny dodge you can do.
Uncanny dodge.
Is how
Starting
it's
at
been
fifth level, an
played so
attacker that
far.
you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage against you. So,
It would be
when an
after.
attacker that you see hits me with an attack. So,
So I'm gonna roll
I
the first
guess.
one. It's gonna deal 18 damage.
excellent. I'll.
Wanda's
Let's
dead.
see what you're rolling to get that. I'll uncanny dodge that because 18 is a lot.
Okay, so you take 9 damage on that first one. The second one deals 9 damage.
Oh, fucking nothing. Oh, easy.
So you take 18 damage
Shit, I'm so
overall.
glad I did it already. Easy.
Wait.
Wanda is a bit bloodied, but happens to the best of us. Everyone has blood. No need to judge her for it.
So true.
Sure.
You take that damage. They don't have a shock, so their shocks do nothing. It is now Miranda
Woohoo!
and Surf.
Ah, well.
No.
Miranda.
I hardly know it.
You are also blessed.
I am also blessed. Miranda is going to bite.
That is a mistake from me. Ignore that. My macros are activating regardless if I want them to.
No, Miranda is going to
There we go.
she's going to step into the center of the ship and she's going to shout, "Oh, these cowards! They don't even want to kill us all! They're just... I don't know what they're doing. We should kill them for their cowardice!" And then she's going to quicken spell cast Chaos Bolt at someone.
Okie dokie.
She might go for the murder machine that nearly killed Wanda.
Go for it.
You say nearly killed. Wanda's doing fine. But, you know, if you do want to help out, that's on you.
You're
And she
half
won't say
health
no.
already.
Yeah, but, like, you know, half health to a bitch. She's like, who cares?
11 will... Let me check.
Plus a d4.
Plus a d4, yeah, roll your d4. That will hit. 14 will hit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's such good news.
Roll damage. Has that roll damage?
That has not. We love to see it. God damn it. Why is it working for Jakob and no one else? What is this?
Yaku's just too fucking beastie.
That could feel
Roll
different, I
a...
guess.
Oh,
D8.
that's... How much should
Jakob
the
could
damage
kill.
be?
It should be a
1d6 plus 2d8.
D6 and
Oh, no, 1d8
2d8.
plus 2d6.
2d8, yeah. One of them.
Okay.
One of them. One sec.
I think I realise it's because for some reason I've not set damage.
1d6 plus 2d8, and then the damage is dependent on whatever d8 is rolled.
Yes,
Oh.
so let me know what damage type as well.
What was it? Wait. Oh, wait.
That was the wrong way round.
2d8, Kevin. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God, because you rolled an 8 total. That is abominable.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Oh, that's gross. That's so sad.
That one's a bit better.
There we go, a 14. What damage type are you dealing?
4 and 6. Chaos Bolt. Is it in this?
It should be in the
Force
details of
and
your spell.
poison. Force or
I'll
poison?
go for Force.
Okie dokie. You deal 14 damage to this creature. And it is bloodied.
Oh, good.
It's very much a glass cannon.
I know a couple of characters like that myself.
Without the cannon part, though.
Mm. And then Surf on his turn. Who down here is still alive? Is some of these dead?
Everyone's still alive.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, no,
Surf's gonna-
Jakob, you killed the Coral Smasher, didn't you?
What?
Never mind. One of them's
I was gonna
dead.
say, Yakub's dead.
No. One of them is dead. So there are 2 sharks just kind of piling on Jakob right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The Surf's gonna jump on over and give him a good old stabby stab.
Okay, 23 hits, dealing... Oh,
He gets double attack.
he does indeed. 23 and a 16. Both hit.
Yeah. These also are not rolling damage.
God fucking damn it. God, I hate this. I hate this so much. 1d6 plus 3.
Yep. It's on the sheet. It's
Yeah.
just not when I click roll.
I know it was happening when I was testing with Jack, but then it started working, so I was like, okay, this is fine then. Both of them hit. Those deal 11 damage overall. The sharks are quite beefy, so they're still looking good.
Ah. Well, he's helping out, so that's all that he meant. That's all that matters.
Okie dokie. After
Right.
you then, I'm gonna need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, dexterity saving throws, my middle name.
Is this
One of my
good?
many
Does
middle
just Wanda's
names.
going to make it?
You're good actually. You are good.
That was Surf. And Miranda is going to do just as well.
When you have as
Oh,
many
good.
middle names as me, it's hard to balance between them all.
Right. That is Chaos Bolt.
I have gained a random macro that has appeared on my screen. I clicked it to see what it was.
Nice.
It's Chaos Bolt.
So Jakob fails, Miranda fails. Sorry, Surf fails. What about Miranda?
I think, have I rolled 2? I thought so.
I thought
You've-
yeah, you did roll 2. You rolled
Yeah,
shit
I've
on
rolled a
both.
3 and a 5. Yeah.
That's a shame. I'm gonna quickly roll the crew, and we're gonna get on with initiative. There are a lot of them, so I'm gonna quickly run through this. Amira, Myra, Jesus Christ, Myra, Ignil, Jesus Christ, Beston, Rido, and Kevin. All of them, aside from the Leonin, fail. Basically, everyone is knocked prone, and everyone who is knocked prone takes... ignore the 2d8, should be 1d8. Takes 7 damage. Though I will let you guys deal that to yourself while I deal it to the rest of the crew. Surf and Jakob, your save is the damage you take is reduced by 3 because of your feet.
No. Ooh, I got big
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
baby.
I love having feet.
God, hey, careful. Will's gonna show up. And you said we're prone?
You are knocked prone as well, yes.
Who am I charmed by?
You're not charmed, that is just bless. I wanted something to put on people.
Oh. Water walking isn't concentration.
What talking in the
I think
concentration?
from last.
That is true, I believe. Which is
Water walking is
annoying.
not on. So that's something that it's crazy for an ocean-based campaign. Um, whereas Bless, who knows, is
Okay. With that happening, the 3 crew members below the ship are all going to use half their movement to get up, and then they're also gonna just try repair the ship. So they're all gonna roll survival checks. Which is for this guy just wisdom. That is going to fail, so he's not going to be able to do shit. And then the other 2. The Leonin locks it on fail. Kevin, however, handy man, is going to crit on that, and I'm going to say is going to roll with advantage on that ship. The ship now has 11 temp hit points, as Kevin, with tools moving between his body, is going to patch up the ship somewhat temporarily. So the ship is on...
There you go, Kevin. Love Kevin.
It's on 221.
Specifically with a K and an E.
After that, it
Nice.
is... Sorry, it is quickly Amira's turn. Amira's gonna shout out to you, Miranda. Why did they say the Abyss's embrace? What are they saying, Miranda?
oh, they said that we are a ship of the Abyss's embrace, and that they shouldn't be killing us, but that we have challenged them. So I reckon we should kill them all for their impudence. That's a word, right, Surf?
Okay, she will, at that she'll kinda, just shout to everyone. Anyone know of a way to... Anyone have an idea of getting out of this whirlpool?
Reverse out of it. I don't know how boats work.
Very much not how boats work.
I
Well,
can
it's
create a
fucking
gust of wind to help blow us out,
Create
but I
a
don't think it's
whirlpool on
strong
the other
enough.
side of the ship so it's stabilized. So it cancels. Create a whirlpool going the other way inside of the whirlpool, and it will cancel each other out.
Would
Ooh.
technically work.
Okay. Just based on that, we're gonna move. She's going to. She has spells. She's going to Scorching Ray. Who's she gonna Scorching Ray at? She's gonna Scorching Ray at
Me.
the sharks next to Jakob. And she's going to put 2 on the one that you are basically on top of, and then 1 on the other one. Ooh, that's a nat one. 24 and then 20 hit. Dealing 10 damage to the shark that you're basically on top of. And then 7 damage to the one next to you. And the second one, the middle one, is going to hit the boat. I'm going to say it's going to... you will see it actually clips one of the cannons. And it will... well, it's going to be set off. That cannon's going to fire, shoot in the distance, and miss. But you see the cannon, which was not prepped, is going to break a portion of the ship away. So you see, right above you, Jakob, actually, a cannonball fly right over, and gonna fly right over and drop a couple like planks of wood on you as it breaks, basically, like, I guess, the handrail, the side of the ship where it was. You'll see Myra kind of look towards you, Wanda, from aboard the ship. What the fuck?
Wanda is dead.
Hey, Myra.
And is going to go for the one that is next to you. I think my game is not liking me right now. Why does everything have to go wrong when I'm playing the game? Why does everything work so perfectly when I'm not?
Come on now.
Actually, she has water walk on her. She's going to jump into the water as well.
Yeah.
And is going to land right next to you if this game updates. God damn. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, I'm bringing out my physical dice so I can use them while fucking Foundry's having an aneurysm. Oh, there we go.
This is why we need maps.
So lands next to you.
We need tabletop simulator.
Is going
right,
to roll an acrobatics check to do that, which he's not actually proficient in, but lands on her feet, and is going to stab at the creature next to you, dealing 11 damage, plus 5, dealing 16 damage, as you see Myra pull out a falchion, so a flat blade, and go right in the chest and kill this one.
Oh yeah. Hey, thanks for the assist.
Damn, level 3 rogues do so much damage still.
Yeah.
Myra looks to you. No worries, doll. And is going to turn focus towards the hunter shark next to you. We then move to Ignil, who is also on board on top of the ship, and is going to Eldritch Blast. At the Coral Smasher that is right now unattended to. That deals 17 and the 12 both hit, dealing 13 damage, and now it's your turn, Wanda.
What does it take to move Orton around?
Orton would be your bonus action.
Okay. In that case, I will move him 25 feet towards the shark dude over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can move him on my thing. But I want to move, I'm going to move him due east towards the Coral Smasher.
Yep.
I then want to move back on top of the shark.
Okay.
So it can't bite me as easily.
I'm gonna
Would
say
that have to be like a check?
yeah. I'm gonna put a check on this. I'm gonna say a. How are you handling
He's
this?
athletics for me.
How are you going to try get on this
I
shark?
would like to use. Yeah, I'm going to use the severed head of its ex-rider to try and intimidate it.
Roll
and
intimidation check.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Roll an
Unfortunately, one is
intimidation
very
check for me.
intimidating and scary. Oh, +8, easiest intimidation check of Wonder's life. 13, hell yeah.
It does not. It bucks you as you try get on. You are not able to.
Unfortunate. I assume that was my action.
Yes, that would be your action.
Yes. Okay. In that case, I'll yep. I tried to do it the easy way. And I'll end my turn. I'll get ready to stab it next turn.
You see just Myra next to you. She says, "You can do better than that. Come on."
Look, I've never ridden a shark before. No experiences out here on the ocean.
Next up is the Wave Shaper. Jakob, you see him surface west of you, and once again shouting out some commands. Miranda, you hear, "Disable the ship, then the priestess will speak." A mirror that once again will look to you and be like, "What did they say?" The Wave Shaper doesn't have a
And
ranged
Kevin
attack.
will be muted.
So that's going to be the Wave Shaper's turn. The shark below you, Jakob, is going to make another attack against you.
Oh, he's gonna try.
16 misses.
And fail.
And that's going to be the Wave Shaper. They're still surfaced at this moment, actually. They do not have enough movement to go back down. Next, it's the regular Suhijin. There is one right now who is just going to attack the ship with its spear, dealing 6 damage to the ship. The ship is on 215. Whoops. Why do you do that? Get rid of that. Ship is on 215 health. And that's going to be their turn. Jakob, it is now you.
Oh, this. Can I reach the tail of this shark in front of me?
You can indeed.
Like I'm on this shark. Oh boy, you already know. Hold on.
You are prone right now.
Oh, can I use half my movement to get up?
You can indeed. Regardless, a 20 will still hit,
Crit.
so it doesn't matter. You are.
I crit on the 19. Because
You do indeed. Yep. Roll your just roll damage. It should.
14.
You deal 14 damage to the shark ahead of you. That one is now
Did I
bloodied.
do it again? Oh, I would have crit on that 19 too.
The
What a shame.
22 hits. You deal 11 damage. That shark in front of you is looking low.
As my bonus action, I would like to. Can I use my speak with animals thingy?
Your speak with animals only works on rats and bats, unfortunately.
No! Oh, I can't tell this guy to kill himself. Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, well, in that case, I'll do it myself.
A
There's a
14
14
hits.
What? These guys are weak as fuck.
The 6 damage kills the shark.
Awesome. Yeah, there's no particular way I want to do it. I just want to like attack him a little bit.
Next to you. Okay, after you.
Oh wait, can I make intense eye contact with the shark directly beneath me as I do it?
Sure. Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Not 20, baby. That 18. Yeah.
You intimidate the shark and it in a very similar way to how a dog like kind of retracts
Tail between the legs.
itself, like tail between the leg, but for a shark, which however that would work. But they are docile.
In between eyes.
After you, you will see 2 more coral smashes rise from the depth. They do not have sharks, so that is a benefit at the very least. But now it is the coral smasher's turn. They turn up at the front of the ship. So all 3 of the remaining coral smashers are going to make attacks made against the ship. You'll actually see the one next to Orton right now is actually going to try attack Orton. But that one will automatically miss because Orton is not hittable. The other 2, however, will still go for the ship. They're going to make their attacks with warhammers. The first one is not able to break through the wood. The second one is, however, and is going to deal 13 damage to the ship. The ship is now on 202 health, I believe. 215 minus 13. 202 health. Next we have the sharks. The one that you just killed is no longer in initiative, so it does not care. The one above, however, is going to start moving back towards you, Wanda. With its a ride on top of it.
I don't appreciate that. Yeah, no mind. I was going to make an attack of opportunity with Autumn, but I think I'd rather have Uncanny Dodge at this current moment in time.
That is a good shout. After that, then it is the Deep Diver, which has been killed by Myra, so will not be doing its 2d den damage and instead will disappear into the oceans below. We then have Miranda. It is now your turn. What are you doing?
Ooh. Surf. Well, this shark underneath Jakob is still alive, right?
It's still alive. Yeah.
Surf is going to try and get across the idea that this battle is not worth it. Swim away and you will be safe and free.
And you
Um,
can do that as a Triton.
Yes.
That is great.
Well,
Okay,
somewhat simple ideas.
roll a persuasion check. I'm going to say with advantage because of Jakob's intimidation. 17.
Thank you for that advantage.
It will act on its turn.
Hell yeah. What would that have taken up?
I'm going to say a
Action?
bonus action.
Bonus action. Good. Um, I think next up is his stabby stab time.
Go for it.
I'm going to use one of. Oh, we'll roll to hit first, shall we?
25 hits. Sorry, 20 hits, and a 23 also hits.
And on that first hit, I will have also used. Where is it? Hang on. I had it before. A goading attack.
A 14 wisdom saving throw. Okie dokie. Roll your damage as well, if you can. 1d6 plus 3, I believe. That is a failure on a wisdom save.
Will take 11 damage and then only be able to attack me.
11 damage
Oh.
plus 5 from your girding attack. 16 damage. The Wave Shaper is bloodied.
Hell yeah.
And they can only attack you. Well, they have disadvantage on anyone but you.
I was muted before, so I don't think you actually heard Miranda tell Amira that, they say that they'll talk to us once the ship's destroyed. So, as I say, probably better just to kill them now and ask questions later.
Amira will respond. We're not to the Abyss's embrace, though. They are aware of that. Right?
I don't think so. But they seem crazy. Let's murder them.
Crazy.
Right. Upon that, it is now the top of initiative. Everyone, I need you to roll. I need to roll dexterity saving throws. Surf is now free of this. It's just Miranda.
Oh, well, that was Surf.
Use the same roll with Miranda's dex. So I'm gonna assume that's still a failure. Jakob, you're still making the save. And so are the people on board.
Dex save.
Sorry?
Dex save, my middle name.
Dex save, indeed. 15. You're actually fine with that. You can remove prone condition, by the way, through your character sheet. So Miranda will take 2 damage. And then I'm just gonna roll the crew here. I'm just gonna roll them as fucking 1. So there's 6 of them. They all succeed aside from Ignil, who is prone. Okie dokie. And he takes 2 damage, so he's gonna roll a concentration check on Bless as well. Concentration saving throw. That is a 6. No one has Bless anymore. As that effect dissipates. Remove the charm conditions from yourself, if you can. So Bless is gone. It is now the crew's turn. Amira is going to shout to everyone once again. To Miranda specifically, the Gustad is good. I'm going to try to steer the ship away from the pull. At the same time, I need you to cast your spell. She's gonna shout down to the crew below. Rido and Bestin, get the barrels of gunpowder, please. If we need any extra momentum, we can use those. And then it's going to use her action. Her bonus action to steer the ship towards towards the side of the actual whirlpool, and then use her action to quickly step away from the helm, and is going to, let's say, she's also gonna cast, oh no, she's gonna cast Chromatic Orb on one of the sharks by you, Wanda. If that rolls, there we go. A 12, however, will unfortunately... Nope, that still hits the shark. Never mind, they have a shit AC. Dealing 17 cold damage to the shark south of you. And that one is bloodied. Ignil, once again, will Eldritch Blast the shark to your east, Wanda. First one missing, second one hits, only dealing 2 damage, unfortunately. Ignil will look overboard, kind of look to you. Apologies for the bless. I'm gonna save a spell for healing. And then Myra is going to also attack the shark close to you. She's no longer prone, I believe. I'm just going to just make a simple attack which hits, dealing 7 plus a sneak attack because you're in range. Whoopsie daisy. Dealing 12 damage to that shark. After that, then it is you, Wanda.
Hell yeah. Is the Coral Smasher not on the shark? Like, is he?
He is on the
is he
shark.
at
It's
the
just
shark,
so I can
or-
easily click on him to bring up his stuff.
Awesome. In that case, I would love to. Does Autumn count for triggering my sneak attack? Or does that? That's not how that works.
Autumn would not trigger your sneak attack.
Utterly heartbreaking. In that case, we ball anyway, and I would like to stab at the goober on the shark.
Go for it.
With Venom.
Indeed.
Sickness heart.
20 hits.
Hell yeah. Dealing. I'd like to use my bonus action to use the fire snake venom on him. So I do an extra. I search this up. Where is it gone? I do an extra 2d10 fire damage, but they have to make a DC 14 con save.
They do indeed. DC 14.
Yes.
Con save. They make that save.
As they take half damage.
So roll your 2d10. Well, roll all your damage. And then roll the 2d10 separately.
I was going to separate them out.
That's all good. 4 damage. So 7 damage from your dagger. And then 7 damage from...
That's 13.
Yeah. 13 from that, which is reduced because they made the save.
Yeah, indeed.
So overall, that is going to be 14 damage. And what happens if they save?
I was going to say, I think if they succeed, they also get flame breath. Like they get dragon breath as if it was cast on them.
They do indeed.
For the next hour. Or something like that. Excellent. Honestly, though, I'd rather he had that than whatever melee attacks he's going to be using, because at least I evaded those.
Great. That is your
So, you know, I
turn.
regret nothing. Yes.
Amazing. Okay, after you then, it is gonna be...
I might quickly warn Myra. Okay, heads up. It might get a this guy. This guy looks special. It looks like he can breathe fire or something. Watch out for that.
She's just gonna look at you funny.
Has Wanda ever claimed responsibility for anything? Sure, she has.
It is
Probably.
now the wave
What about when
shaper.
she committed that terrorist attack those couple of times?
That wasn't me. Wanda does take credit for the immovable rod on the train, but that's because she's proud of that and she would do it again.
Yep. Now it is the wave shaper that is next to Surf. It's gonna make 2 attacks against you.
Ooh.
First attack is a 16.
That does not hit.
Second attack is a 21.
That does hit.
That second attack deals 23 damage to Surf.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Minus
so,
3.
-3, so 20 damage. You see the as the wave shaper once again brings the hilt of this weapon outside the water itself kind of merges with it and forms that blade. As it impacts, that water turns to ice, and you take. That's where the cold damage comes from. You take additional 3.
Oh, cold damage. I have resistant to that.
You are resistant to cold damage. Okay, so you take 10 damage.
7 damage, because that's the reduced by 3 from my heavy armor.
7.
And then...
and then
plus
7 from the
6
cold.
Yeah, okay.
So you take 14 damage overall.
Hell yeah.
That first attack still misses, so you're good. It is again this wave shaper, very obviously the thing leading the charge on these Speedgen. This wave shaper is once again kind of continuing those orders. Surf and Miranda would kind of hear this. This time just repeating, disable the ship. We need disable the ship. We need them to be stopped here. And that's going to be the wave shaper saying the shark below you, which was below Jakob, which was the wave shapers, is not going to attack Jakob. Next is the regular Suijin. Wanda, you're gonna see 2 of them pop up next to you and Myra. From the depths of the ocean. Just pop up right next to you. If it fucking moves for me. I'm gonna wait for that to update. Jakob, you're gonna see 3 appear around you.
Awesome.
God. I need Foundry to fucking stop acting up. There we go. You're gonna see 3 pop up around you. All of these creatures are gonna make attacks.
Yeah, try.
Against this first one's gonna be against Wanda. Missing massively. Wanda, you're very easily able to dodge out the way. Following the assault from the Coral Smasher. Next one's going to be on Myra. Hitting Myra, dealing 6 damage. Myra is bloodied. And then...
Rogue after my own heart.
on Jakob, 3 attacks are going to be made.
He hits! The 2 of them hit! It's over. Jakob's gonna die.
Real quick, Wanda, you're not at full health, are you?
Oh, it's over.
I am not.
Right. So these Sweden are also going to they attack on advantage against you. So it's gonna re-roll its attack. Jakob, you take 5 plus 1. You take 6 damage from these gamers. I'm gonna let you apply that to yourself, just because it's easier for me to manage. But Jakob, you take 5 damage. Wanda, the one next to you, is going to re-roll its attack,
And still miss.
dealing rolling 14.
Bitch.
Is that your AC?
My AC is 14. No.
Dealing 2 damage to you.
Oh, fascinating. Right. So that was the little shit that just came up next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I will not uncanny dodge that because the coral smashing next to me might be a menace. So I'll take the 2 damage graciously.
Okay. After those goobers, actually there is one additional one who's just gonna attack the ship. Gonna keep doing what he's doing down there by himself. Dealing 8 damage to the ship. The ship is on. Where is the ship's health? Ship is on 194 health. God damn it. It's because I have macros. I know why the fucking game's bugging out.
Macros too, but they work.
True. Fair enough. Anyway, it is now Jakob's turn.
Hell yeah. Okay, I wanna hit this little fucker in front of me twice.
14 hits.
Does that hit? Yes.
Yeah, these gamers are not very armored.
There's a measly 8. What does the 8 get me?
You deal 7 damage. The 8 does not hit.
But it's a nat 1. Do I die?
It is a nat 1. You see, you go for this guy, and he's a fucking he's a grunt on this fight. However, a moment of you falter a moment, and this Sweden in front of you, his moment has come, and he fully just grabs the blade of your rapier without concern and rips it out of your hand.
Oh, that's alright. That's alright. I still got my bonus
That's
action to
rapier
smack him
without
with that
consent.
What the fuck?
Still gonna take 7 damage from that. You can keep going with your turn.
Awesome. Right, nat 20 on the hand axe to get it back. Watch this.
Okay. Roll your damage first.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck. This man's scripting. What the hell?
You deal 15 damage to this guy. And again, I mean, how do you want to do this?
Can I? So, like, he grabs my rapier and then pulls me forward slightly, and using, like, the momentum from that, can I just, like, fall, basically, like, use that to, like, propel my swing and slash off his arm with the rapier and grab my rapier back? If I'm allowed to get my rapier back with that.
You
If
can
not, fair
indeed.
enough.
You can indeed. You deftly and swiftly chop off this Sweden's arm. That moment he had, he was probably gonna get promoted after this. Long fucking gone as he fucking dies in front of you, and you get back your rapier.
You see, maybe I was just tricking him. Maybe I did it on purpose.
Honestly,
Awesome. That is my turn.
hokey dokey. That one dies in front of you. It is now the Coral Smashers. there's gonna be one more that pops up at the rear of the ship. But aside from that, the one next to you, Wanda, is going to once again go for the attack on you.
They don't want a dragon breath? I feel like they should
Oh, that's true.
maybe hit low shits as well.
Never mind.
Yeah, see, exactly.
They're gonna start like screaming in your face. And then you see them just look, just a look of pure fear as they start to basically throw up and fire explodes out from its mouth towards you, Myra, and the sharks, and there's the other Suijin. Yep,
Oh,
they're all gonna
hell
take
yeah.
that.
See, it was calculated.
Let me figure
One is a
out
fucking genius.
real quick how much damage that actually does. Dragon's Breath. 3d6.
3d6, and I think it specified fire. I don't know what the DC to save against would be.
It's gonna
but-
be a DC 14.
Easy.
So yeah, okay. I need you to make a dex save throw for me.
Wait, yeah. Wait, how do we...
You make that 15.
Because of evasion, I take no damage.
You do take
1d6
no
now.
damage. Jesus Christ, she
damn it,
unfortunately
Myra.
fails.
Myra, for fuck's sake, no.
The
now I feel
Suijin.
guilty.
Suijin also both fail. Yep, both fail. And then you've got the sharks. The northern one fails as well. So that's 3d6.
God damn it, Myra. It was perfect.
So we
Oh,
fire
she's defense.
damage.
Okay, so at least she's resistant
Okay.
to fire damage.
So shark takes that. Above you, the shark below. I believe it's half damage still, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So shark below takes 4. You take none.
Yeah.
Myra takes 9 halved to 4 because of her resistance. Myra is looking really bad. And you can see the confidence she had as she kind of leapt down from the ship, following you, quickly fade. Myra is only level 3.
If Myra dies, I feel so guilty.
The two Norwegian also take that full damage. So you see them take like a hunk of their hit points as well. Yeah, Myra at this point is looking to you as the more powerful person in the situation to help.
Hey, listen, I've been in worse situations than this. You gotta fight your way out. Trust me. We got this. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Yeah, she's full on like hyperventilating at this point.
Oh.
The other coral smashers, they're all just gonna attack the ship. Missing.
I feel slightly responsible for her situation. No.
The two other ones hit though, dealing 12 and 15 damage to the ship. Was it 12 and 15, right?
Yeah.
The ship is on 167 hit points.
It's nearly bloodied.
It is indeed.
No, not really.
Well, some like 40 away from it, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah. That's like nearly.
After them, the shark below you as well is going to make an attack against you, Wanda. Well, the shark to your side now.
Yeah.
As well as the shark. Yeah, both of those sharks are gonna attack you. Actually,
What?
one is
Yes, they should.
one is going to attack Wanda. One is going to attack Myra. The one against you is a
So
12.
guilty. Ah, that misses. I'm bloodied. Does that have an effect?
You are bloodied, so that 24 will hit.
Okay, good. If that was Myra, I'd cry.
Dealing 14 damage to you.
How long can I dodge it? For
Okay, so you take 7 damage instead. And then this last one is going to be against Myra, which misses.
Well, good. She's bloodied as well. Does that affect?
She's bloodied as well, never mind.
Jack, why do you do this to
Fair.
yourself?
In the sake of
That
fairness.
18. That 18 does hit
Wait,
Myra.
pause it.
If that last roll was a nat 20, Jack, you'd never forgive yourself.
Myra
Yeah,
is
I
going
actually
to
would not.
take 16 damage, and she is
Oh no.
downed. And you see a giant scar. The shark tears down her like left forearm, and there is just a line that goes like basically to her fingers. She takes a grievous
That's
wound.
fine. We can bond over grievous wounds. We can bond over that. It's fine. It's a learning experience.
So she is
Fine.
making death saves.
Interesting. Massive.
Right now. It is now. Deep Diver's out of this fucking fight. I'm gonna get rid of you from initiative. It is now Miranda's turn.
Ooh, fun. Miranda is going to kind of get behind the sails and cast and put all of her concentration. This is not, or this is Miranda's spell sheet, into creating a gust of wind.
Okay. Gust of wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blasting direction. Ooh, okay. So I want you to make a. I'm gonna ask you to make a. Roll your charisma saving throw. This is just gonna be. This is just gonna be for your spell itself to see how effective it is. That 13, not fully enough to bring you out of the whirlpool, but you are nearly free. As the ship itself, you see the gust of wind, despite coming from you specifically. Some of the sails, catch the wind, and the ship is blown, partially out of the whirlpool. I think next round, if I'm going to repeat that charisma check, and if it succeeds, you're out. But right now, for the moment, you're still within it. Let me just move the. Let me move the whirlpool itself to be a bit more accurate. Not that far, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. I have no audio.
I like that because of the way the map has to work. Contextually, the gust of wind has also moved all of the enemies and players on the map also away from the whirlpool.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna. Okay, this is too complicated. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know, which is why I understand mechanically and like physically that's how it has to work, but like narratively that's fucking hilarious.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I,
Okay,
I,
that
I
is-
also
I'm
love
not
the
worried
fact
about it.
that
Like the
the
last thing I watched
physics
was
of a fan on a boat blowing into the sails would negates it because of Newton's third law.
Look,
So-
look.
This is magic.
You've had your action. What is your bonus action?
Surf is gonna kind of look up at Miranda, fully concentrated, and go off script against his master's orders, and converse with the leader and go, you do know we're not the Abyss's embrace, right?
The Suijin kind of turns, faces, gets very close to Surf's face and begins to speak. What are you talking about? You've been attacking us for so long. How are you not the Abyss's embrace?
We have been defending ourselves against your attack.
You fucks have been sailing over our home for a month now. What are you talking about? Who? If you're not the Abyss Embrace, who are you? As this Norwegian is talking as well, you are getting a lot of spit in Surf's face. Roll a persuasion
Oh,
check.
Surf is more than used to it.
Roll a persuasion check with Surf's.
Am I now on Surf's character sheet? No, I am not. Persuasion.
18.
Oh yeah.
The Norwegian kind of backs off, not talking right in Surf's face. Who are you then?
I am the servant of Miranda Vanderbilt, King of Queendom, and we are on a ship belonging to the Gold Flame merchants, who are consequently trying to get rid of this Abyss Embrace that you so think we are.
You see, there's two reactions here. There is an immediate reaction of recognizing the name Vanderbilt and getting defensive once again. But as you mentioned, the Abyss's Embrace, the ship is trying to get rid of the Abyss's Embrace. They kind of once again lax somewhat. Not fully, as you're still in battle, but there is. He backs off somewhat. And you can see him just kind of thinking things over for a moment.
Yeah. That'll be all for now.
Amazing. Top of the round. People on this ship need to make dexterity saving throws again.
Dexterity saving throw is my middle name.
Indeed it is.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. That is people on board. Amira fails this time. And is knocked prone. And so does some of the people below deck. Kevin actually fails this time. Where is it? Prone. Kevin is down to count. Not fully. He's got health. Miranda, did you make that deck save?
I have not yet made that deck save.
Yes. Will you do so?
It is
for
having
me?
a good.
Miranda fails. Miranda will take 8 damage.
Oh, good. I'm on 2 health. That's nice.
Jakob will take 5 damage.
-3, or was that?
That is
oh, wait,
that
no,
is
never mind.
-3, and then Amira will also take 8 damage.
God, I've only got 105 health left. What's
Oh,
poor Jakob
no.
to do?
I think at this point, Amira on her turn is going to get up using her movement, get back towards the helm and begin to steer the ship once again away from the current of the whirlpool. She's going to, at this point, I think, notice Surf. I'm gonna roll a perception check from her end. Yeah, she notices Surf speaking, and will this time completely ignore Miranda and kind of look to Surf. What is going on? What is happening?
Surf will not reply if he is acting out of orders and therefore only Miranda will reply is going, I am getting us out of here with my cool wind.
America kind of turns focus. Acknowledging that Surf doesn't say anything, looks to Miranda and it's like, well done, darling. Myra,
I know, I'm the best.
Myra is going to make a death saving throw. Uh,
I roll a nat 20
actually,
against-
ignore me. Ignore was
Okay.
saving a cure wounds for this particular situation.
He was. Oh, I was gonna dash disengage, bring her back onto the ship for him. But if he's gonna jump into the water, that'd be base.
He's not going to jump in. Oh, no, he is going to jump in the water because Cure Wounds is that kind of spell. What is he going to do instead? Because he's not going to jump in the water.
That's wise. As I say,
He-
I mean, if I'm allowed to communicate with him, I am gonna like on my next turn. I am dashing, disengaging, getting Myra the fuck out of harm's way. So he wasn't ready in action when I bring like
yes.
her to him.
So you see like a radiant light from his hands as he kind of rubs them together. He's going to use his Warlock feature, Healing Light. And he's going to expend all 6 of those to bring Myra back with, well, to her full health. But she is prone from being knocked out. She kind of comes to, once again looking to you for a bit of guidance. Ignil shouts down to you, Wanda, and asks and screams, "Bring her on board now!" And it's kind of just
Will do.
turned focus towards you. He looks kind of annoyed at the fact he's had to use basically everything to do this. But you'll see him just. There is still concern for Myra. Myra's not going to do anything to this turn in kind of half panic, but will at the very least get up from being prone. And at that happening, the 3 below deck, you see Besden and Rido. They're going to return from the stairs, you see. If that is going to work for me now, of course it's not. You see a Loxodon and a Leonin carrying step out to where Miranda is, carrying a barrel of gunpowder. Kevin, still below deck, going to come up from being prone and is going to once again make a survival check to try heal the ship. It's going to make. Oh, nice. Jesus Christ. This game is fucking. Is going to succeed with a 17. And is going to give the ship. If this fucking wants to work for me right now. Is going to roll that 5. And is going to give the ship is now currently at 172 hit points with those temp. And that's going to be Kevin's turn. It is now you, Wanda.
Wanda will disengage as a bonus action, dashes her action, and like run past Myra, scooping her up. If she's still prone, if not, like dragging her along. And try and with my climbing speed, climb up the side of the boat. And deposit her on the deck. Again.
I'm going to ask you to make a dexterity check.
Acrobatics or straight dexterity?
just straight dexterity, because these creatures will still try to make opportunity attacks. But if you succeed, they can't. She'll get the benefits of your
You
thing,
would
which she
try.
does. And with Myra in tow, you deftly bring her back to the. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. You're gonna take Myra on board the ship.
Hell yeah. As I'm gonna kind of hang on still on the side of the ship, so I'm not on deck with her, but I like deposit her on deck and hang over the side of the ship so I can jump back down.
Cool.
But as I deposit her, I want to say to her like, yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I would say, that was a close one. You really scared me there. Sheesh.
At this point, she is still kind of panicking. Doesn't really respond to you much aside from a. I'm okay.
Damn right you're okay. And now you got a wicked scar to tell a story about. Not many people fight sharks and walk away from it. You should be proud of yourself.
You say this, she looks down to Arm and like goes back to panicking immediately.
God
Could
damn
you
it!
look
I'm trying
down
to
to
spin this
me?
in a positive way.
Sorry,
I'm trying
Jacob.
to stay high energy because Wanda's also nearly dead.
Doug, what did you say? I'll take that as a nothing. Right. You're back on.
Am I
Is that your
able to
turn?
roll some kind of check to comfort her? That will be my turn unless I can roll some kind of
roll
check to
a
comfort her.
persuasion check.
Is there any way it could be deception? Because I know the situation's shit, and I'm also nearly dead, and I have 3 grievous wounds. I know they're not fun.
Sure.
But I have to be positive
Sure.
anyway. Excellent. Great. Perfect. I'll take it. 19.
19. She kind of gets pulled back a bit. Just kind of looks up to you. Scars make a person. And kind of starts to right
It's
herself.
the spirit.
Is there anything else you're doing?
That will be my turn.
Okay.
I'll take that.
The wave shaper, in front of you, Surf, is now going to. He doesn't do anything on his turn. He is going to. You see the wave shaper is lost in thought, trying to just figure out the situation. So he spends his turn doing nothing. Now we've got the regular Suijin. The 2 next to you, Jakob, are going to try attack you.
Keyword is try.
You have lost some hit points now, right?
If you count that, yeah. If you count a loss of hit points as a loss of hit points.
So they're going to make attacks at advantage against you.
What the fuck? Oh.
One of those is a natural 20, the other one misses.
Yeah, but because they're at advantage, they take the second one, taking that one, right?
They take whatever's higher. So no.
Oh.
The one that is to your right, to your east, is going to deal 10 damage to you, reduced to 7. But that's those 2. The remaining
Devil's
ones.
almost dead.
The remaining ones. What the fuck? Is there one hidden? The remaining ones are going to just attack the ship. So 3 more attacks are going to be made against the ship. All of those hitting. Dealing 19 damage to the ship. ship's now at 153. That's gonna be their turn. You see one as you're hanging on to the side. The two that are near you. One of them's gonna get on the shark. That's below you. The other is going to start trying to climb the ship. But that's gonna
Oh,
fully
no.
happen next turn because they've done all they can do. After
Let
them,
me at him.
it is
Let me at him.
Jakob.
Yes. I want to hit this little shit who hit me.
Go for it.
No take backsies once he sees that I'm trying to hit him.
That will
Ooh.
miss.
It's over. Ooh, would that hit?
That will hit. Roll your last attack as well for me before we roll damage. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, roll your damage for both of those.
Let's go! Oh, Jakob is so fucking beast 20 damage! That's max damage!
Yep. So you, with your rapier, you stab the rapier into like the shoulder blade and fully pop out the shoulder at the joint. And then locking it in place with the rapier, bring your hand axe and once again decapitate this Suesian that stands in front of you. It is down.
Oh, it's down. That is awesome, Saul.
Are you moving at all?
I'm still on the shark, aren't I?
You are still on the shark.
I move this. Oh wait, I can get off the shark.
You can walk on
Because
water.
It's water walking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been sat on the shark. I would like to get off the shark and like stand on the hopefully more towards the edge of this.
Amazing.
Try to get out the whirlpool.
As you kind of get off the shark, you will see it kind of swim down away from you. Fully in
my
fear.
shark.
It is fleeing. So that shark dissipates into the water. Sorry. It is now the coral smashers. The one that was previously attacking Wonder is now going to just go for the ship once again. All of the coral smashers currently on the board are just gonna go and attack the ship. So that's just gonna be missing, hitting, missing horribly. You see, let's say the one that is low on health that you're attacking Wonder, goes to attack the ship and it gets stuck between some of the what is the ropes on a ship called?
Rigging?
The rigging. Gets stuck on a rigging and then it fully just drops it as it tries to pull it back and that starts to sink below. The other two, however, are going to deal 14 and Jesus Christ, 5 damage. It rolled fucking the lowest it could on every dice in that. What the fuck? 19
Hell yeah.
damage to the ship, which is 153 minus 19. The ship is on the 134. Before Miranda's turn, in front of the ship, I would say Jakob. At the moment, you're the only person that would actually see this. You see another figure pop up from below the ocean, a figure that does not match the descriptors of any of the ones you've seen so far. You see a holding a staff in hand, looking the staff which looks more like a magical implement than a bludgeoning weapon, as most of these creatures have.
Yeah.
In its other hand, it's holding a deep green gem. with what looks to be a storm crackling inside of it.
Awesome.
What is going to happen? It's going to cast a lightning bolt through the ship and just
Okay.
damage the ship as much as possible. Ship's going to fail its deck save, unfortunately. And will take 33 damage, putting the ship now to 101 health. Jakob, I want you to roll an Arcana check for me.
The ship is bloody.
Magic.
No.
Magic is Jakob's forte.
An, an 18. The coloration of the lightning, the deep, like, green lightning that comes from this orb, looks very similar to the teleporting storm at the end of Aqua Major.
These are the guys.
Um,
That's all I got to say.
After that one, it is Miranda and Surf once again. Once again, you'll see Amira as well chime up, especially at this lightning being fucking struck through the ship. Miranda, Surf, what is going on? What are they saying? You are muted, Kevin, I'm gonna assume, but that 12 with your magic does push the ship outside of the whirlpool.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna play this accurately this time. All of the coral smashers and Sweden and Shark that are on the north of the ship currently, they're just gonna bite it and take a ton of damage. So I'll say, unfortunately, not a ton of damage. You're on 3 now, Jesus. The ship moves, basically pushes the Suijin underneath. I want everyone on board to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh good. Rand's gonna die from her own.
Shit, I'm on board again. No, I made a mistake. This could kill me.
That coral smasher also dies with the movement of the ship.
Oh yeah.
When you guys inevitably
Random.
die in this like shipwreck, can you make tanky characters so they can all live together?
The crew as well. Kevin fucking bites it. Jesus Christ. Kevin and I think that's Beston both take 10 damage. Beston is down. Beston is knocked out. You see a Loxodon with a explosive barrel fall, and the barrel itself breaks somewhat, and you can see now powder just kind of pouring out of it. Very close to where Miranda's standing. Kevin is also down. Below deck, wherever he is. But the ship has escaped the ship for now has escaped the whirlpool and can begin to make an escape. I'm gonna just say these gamers are just out of the fray. As you see, the one that was trying to climb up the ship wonder just fully be submerged by the movement. Top of the round, we don't need to make dex saving throws anymore. It is now the crew. You'll see Amira at this point once again is looking to Surf and Miranda. What is going on? What are we doing, darling? You gotta tell me what's going on down there. Mostly towards Surf.
I mean, yeah, I was unaware of how much of that was going to take up my turn, but I had planned on Surf threatening um,
Oh, sure, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Wave Crusher, yeah.
Go do that.
Um, yeah. If you don't call them off now, I will have to kill you.
Roll an intimidation.
I
Straight.
am so intimidating, and I am so straight.
14.
Fuck.
Yeah, look, Amira still says this, so she's looking down to you. She is ignoring Miranda at this point, I would say. Looking down to Surf. What is going on? Are we fighting this out, or are we talking this out? If Surf doesn't respond, she's gonna go back to what she was doing. She's going to action kind of just ready an attack if on the Wave Shaper if they do anything. It's gonna ready another Scorching Ray. Bonus action is going to bardically inspire Surf. You see her swing her scimitars, whistling once again, and a unnatural boon befalls Surf. Myra's gonna pick herself up and kind of just right herself from the panic. Ignil is going to once again look pissed, but cast go up to Beston and cast Cure Wounds. To Cure Wounds. Please roll for me. The rest of the crew are gonna right themselves. Kevin stands up from being prone. You see, I don't actually have a token from him yet, but you see the lead in also pull back the dropped barrel of gunpowder and try kind of set it right so it doesn't keep spilling. Ignel, please cast your spell. Okay, I'm just gonna. There we go. 16 hit points to Beston, who is back at full. After that, Wanda, what are you doing?
Is the goober who was still climbing up the side of the ship still climbing up the side of the ship?
No, he got enveloped by the ship as it lurched out of the whirlpool. You don't see any of them anymore.
In that case, yeah, that is worrying. So I may climb up the crow's nest and get a better view to see if I can like see something coming.
Sure. You climb up the crow's nest.
Oh, yeah. So I can dash as an action and bonus action. I have a climbing speed, so I should be okay.
Great. You'll need to dash once to get to the top.
And once at the top, can I make a perception check to foresee the sights?
Go for it. Make a perception check.
See if there's any shadows under the water that seem intimidating.
Go for it.
Perception.
12. Base 12. What I'm gonna say is that just intuition. They got fully like in some sense run over by a ship. So they're under the ship, but they probably are not dealing with that very well, from what you can assume. But you do not see the shadows. However, you do see the priestess that Jakob saw with the staff and the glowing green gem crackling with lightning.
I will relay all of that. Like, most of them still seem to be under the ship, but the weird green, crackly staff lady is over there. Watch out for her.
Amazing. After you then, it is going to be the Wave Shaper, and you're going to see the Wave Shaper relay another order. You'll hear him say, well, Miranda and Soph will hear him say, "These are not the Abyss's embrace! Halt your attack! Halt your attack!" And a number of the Suijin look confused, but take a step back and stop looking as hostile as they were before. This point, I'm going to say we're going to be moved out of initiative momentarily, as a conversation has happened. The Suijin kind of walk away. What are people doing? The Suijin begin to gather by the front of the ship with the priestess.
So fighting, we
I'm
stop
gonna just
fighting.
continue relaying.
Once again,
Yeah.
Amira
Miranda will have
will.
shouted out.
Has this message been? Do I hear that fighting stop, or can I beat the fuck out of this little guy?
You would
Yeah,
you would
Miranda's.
hear Wanda say stuff.
Okay, then I'd like to.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry, that's true. What would Miranda say in this situation?
Miranda, while I was muted, had already said, I see, I told you if we killed enough of them, they'd give up. My sister always told me these lot were cowards.
So it's up to you, Jakob, if you wish to attack or not.
Well, I mean, if they're surrendering, that's just cruel. I'd like to extend my hand out and give him a handshake.
He
Whether
will.
choose to accept it.
He will not accept it at this moment. And you
That's
see
fine.
the Suijin kind of duck down in the water and swim away.
I'll climb onto the ship. Are you Sentinel to force him to handshake me?
Will you actually?
Yeah, I should.
Sure. Roll an attack.
Oh god, what's my straight attack roll?
It would just be your strength and your proficiency bonus. So, I imagine the
What's that,
same.
7?
You stop him and force a handshake.
Let's pat him on the head. And then climb up onto the boat.
Okay.
Without him. He's not allowed to move now for a little bit though. 6 seconds at least.
Yeah, you seem to stand there
He's in
stationary
shock.
for a couple seconds and then just like, okay, that was weird, and then move on.
He's been scared.
You see them gather at the front. Once again, looking to Miranda and Surf. Amira starts speaking. What is going on? What is happening right now?
I will just relate because I don't really know what's going on. I've overheard Miranda be like, "Look, they've given up. I told you they'd give up." So I'm not actively fighting anything, but I will kind of really like. They gathered at the front of the ship. They seem very focused on Miranda and Surf for some reason. I imagine they're brokering some kind of trade peace deal or something. I see 3 of them off the port bow. The priestess is still in the water with a green lightning crackly thing, etc., etc. I'll just kind of relay.
Yep.
to the rest of
You also see the whirlpool off to the distance also dissipate as the wave shaper pulls it back.
And whirlpool's gone.
Sharks also, the remaining sharks also make their way. And you do see the figures that were knocked below the ship also surface. After a point, you will see the Suijin begin to try board the ship. But before they fully get on, they will look to Surf and Miranda, and the Wave Shaper will ask you, "Are we fine to speak You are still muted.
I assume I'm not the diplomat here, right?
They are requesting permission to board. Those scum.
Amira will say, ask them to drop their weapons. And they can climb aboard.
Go on. Go on, Surf. You sort it out. And Surf will go over and quietly go, pass over your weapons here and you can come aboard.
The Wave Shaper then kind of retorts, I and the priestess will keep ours. The remaining will hand them over.
The leaders want to keep their weapons. He will look back.
Yeah, Amira will say, fine, allow them to keep their weapons. The other folk have to stow theirs away. I would like Wanda, Myra, both of you, if you can, please make sure your weapons are trained, just in case the remaining of you put your weapons away. You see.
Surf will turn back
Sorry,
to
go
them
ahead.
and go, we'll relay this information of, yes, everyone give your weapons. You two will be allowed on with yours, but understandably we will be having a couple of our members just keep an eye on you in case you try anything funny.
Fine. You see all the Suijin. While most of them, some remain in the water, but you see a couple of them climb aboard. You see 2 coral smashers and the priestess, as well as the wave shaper. And as a wave shaper comes out of the water, his axe becomes like ice. The priestess will like grunt at the wave shaper, and the wave shaper turns to you again, Surf, and asks, my leader has the ability to cast a spell that will allow her to speak your tongue. Is she allowed to do that?
Sorry, can you... What was the spell do? I couldn't hear.
It will allow the priestess to speak your language. For a time.
Absolutely. The Surf will just turn back and go, they're going to speak, they're going to catch a language spell, so I do not need to translate.
You see the... priestess kind of wave the staff around in one hand, still got the deep green orb in the other, and will cast tongues. As you now hear the priestess speak as she stands before you. My vassal. This is directed to Jakob, actually.
What's up?
As you kind of did the most there. My vassal has informed me that you are not of the Abyss's embrace. Is this true?
Yes, we are. Actually, I don't know why we're muddled up with them. We're not pals.
Why do you sail in our oceans?
Well, basically, I'm in debt.
Amira at that point will start speaking over you from the helm. We're making our way to further into the sea to conduct some business of our own. what is your relation with the Abyss's Embrace, if I might ask? The High Priestess retorts, they have been attacking our waters for a number of weeks. They have pulled back as of late. We thought you might be one of their remaining ships. Amira once again. We're not one of them, darling. We are on our way to get rid of them, as it stands right now. Jakob and Wanda. Are you aware of the Abyss's Embrace?
Aware of them, like we know they exist, yes. And that they're causing shit out in the ocean, yes. Beyond that, I'm at a loss. Jakob, you used to sail?
I'm not too familiar.
Jakob, you would be familiar with these folk.
I'm familiar with
To
Just pulling your leg.
to put your interaction would be the Abyss's Embrace were a faction in the ocean that was present while you were on the ocean. However, they after a number of their like businesses started failing, a couple other factions took them down. On the day that your crew was
Yes, my
murdered,
crew.
that was the day the basically the final assault on the Abyss Embrace took place previously. And on that day, you plundered a crate from one of their ships, one of their fleeing ships after this attack.
Classic Yakuza's antics.
However, they were destroyed on that day, so them returning is news to you.
Oh.
Well, Amira will continue. I believe we can strike up a deal. And at this point, Ignil will interrupt and say, if you show us where you got that gem from, then and you join us in attacking the Abyss Embrace, we'll help you out. And I think without an insight check, everyone here kind of notices Ignil has spoken out of turn, and Amira is not fond of it. The high priest, the priestess at this point will respond. We will help you with the Abyss's Embrace. However, this gem is a source of our power, and you will not take it. Amira will chip in. We're not looking to take your items. I apologize for my brother's indiscretion. With your assault on our ship, we have... it's going to be quite difficult for us to get to port. Now, I propose that you either help us repair the ship right here, right now, or escort us to our next port and in exchange, if you make your way to the Wandering Raft, we can speak of getting rid of the Abyss's Embrace. The High Priestess at this point will respond, "We will repair your ship. We will make our way to the raft." Is that amenable to you? As she looks to Ignil, and Ignil doesn't fully respond, but nods as kind of Amira stares daggers at him. In the meantime, I would like it if some of you could speak to our leader. Ignil once again will chip in. I can join you. And Amira also kind of overspeaks him and says, Wanda, Miranda, Surf, Jakob, you'll go with Ignil, please.
Aye, Captain.
You're the captain.
Amazing. At this point, the High Priestess and Mira kind of agree on the terms being set. Amira kind of looks down to Ignil. We should have something lying around that will allow us to breathe underwater. Find it and use it. Until then, I would like to speak with Wanda, Miranda, Surf, and Jakob. If you would come to my quarters, please, for a moment before you head down. The rest of the crew, please start repairing the ship. Assist the Sweden. And back towards the High Priestess. They'll join you in a moment. And the combat ends there. And she will return to her quarters for the moment.
Wanda will follow to her quarters, but before Wanda goes below deck, I will, quickly swing by Myra and, just check up on her again. Be like, everything all right?
I'm good. I think I'll go to Kevin and get the wound sorted.
Good shout. You did good out there. Not many people would willingly throw themselves overboard a ship to fight a bunch of sharks and sea creatures just for little old me. So I really owe you one.
It was.
No, Jakob would, but I need to make myself feel better.
It wasn't my brightest idea in the moment, but definitely something new to me. Be wary of Ignil.
Oh, way ahead of you.
He seems unusually invested into these people.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. Yeah, we're keeping an eye out. Don't you worry. Thanks for the heads up, though.
And
Glad
she
to know
will.
the family is also concerned.
Yeah, she's gonna make her way below deck to Kevin, who will treat her wounds. If the rest of you follow, Amira will speak with you inside of her inside of her room.
Sounds good. Is the Loxodon okay, by the way? Didn't he get knocked out? when
The
his ship
Loxodon
did
was
his
killed
thing?
by Ignil, so he's chilling now. You are all brought into Amira's room, and it is to Wanda. This is a now familiar sight as you've been here, but it is a fanciful and extravagant room. There we go. Sorry, I confused myself. extravagant room with I feel like you would see across the room a number of like, well, magical items to say the least, just kind of lying about, all for like different purposes and different uses. Um, she turns towards all of you as you enter. I appreciate your assistance in that fight, my darlings. Wonder. Uh, Ignil made
Am I
me
right?
aware of a sigil that might be on your body.
Yes. Yes, I was going to tell you about it. Genuinely, I was going to tell you about it tonight. You know, last night was a bit awkward. Tonight, I was going to tell you. I'll roll up my sleeve to show her the sigil. Um, the working theory is I'm being tracked by a dwarven dickhead. But I don't know how much damage you can do when we're this far out to sea. But yes, it is probably worth mentioning. This is a thing. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's fine. But it is a thing.
Right. Okay. Miranda, and more in particular, Surf. I would appreciate it in the future if you gave me um information when you are asked. I realize that you have an agreement between each other, but on this ship, I am the leader. And if I ask something, you need to respond.
Yes, and which one of us is a princess? Hmm?
You might not be a princess much longer if your home is destroyed, so I would be careful, and what I'm doing actively is helping, so I would watch your tone.
Yes, yes.
Jakob,
Whatever you say.
Jakob, you keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you. You've been incredibly helpful in these past few days. I believe Bestin and Rido, they've taken quite a liking to you, and they are inspired by your natural ability to exist on the ship.
Hell, freaking yeah, brother. I'm
Uh,
not saying anything.
yeah. To all of you, Ignil, as you probably have noticed at this point, and I are having some disagreements. I feel
Oh,
like
I think
she'll like wait for you to speak.
Huh?
Whoever
Oh, I was
whoever
just
was
saying.
talking.
I wasn't aware. I'm very oblivious.
Right. Well, uh, just he is an incredibly um he does what he wants in a lot of situations, and we clash over that quite a lot. Please just make sure that he is okay as you uh move ahead with this region. Um, just make sure that he is well protected. You guys are at this stage quite a lot more powerful than him. He is not too well versed in his magic just yet. So please just watch over him as you descend. I will need to stay on board to make sure my ship is not ambushed randomly.
but of course we'll keep an eye on him. And just between us five, do you see need like a talking to? Do we need to should we sort him out? Mutiny is not appreciated, I can imagine.
It is indeed not. I appreciate your concern, but I will deal with him when he surfaces. Uh, he seems to be keenly interested in the Sweden. I'll talk to him when he is back up here. You don't have to worry about that for the time being.
All right, all right.
Roll a insight check for me. I'll say Wanda in particular. With a 17, you get the sense that Amira has tried speaking to him many times. So I feel like you would understand that whatever she's planning to do will probably not work. It won't actually help.
Wanda will not interfere yet. I'll wait until she tries this again. Then we'll have a talk. Then we'll have a talk of her own.
Yeah. I would take some time to rest. I believe that the item that will allow Ignil to help you go in the water will take maybe a number of hours to attune to. So, in that time, make sure to have a break. And Miranda and Surf, if I'm correct, you have previous history with these folk. I will ask you very politely now, don't draw anything up, please. We do not need any more. The ship can't take much more of a beating.
Yeah, I will try, but I can't help it if they just are constantly reminded about how much worse they are than me, just by my mere presence. But I will try.
Right. Wanda, if you want a bit more assistance with the stuff we were doing yesterday, I'm also free. She kind of looks over. She kind of steps out into the doorway of the room and looks over the ship. I think we'll be here for a while.
Hey, works for me.
Great. Feel free to rest. I'm gonna go quickly check on Myra. I'll see you in a bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you see the Suijin, the Waveshaper and the High Priest and the Priestess are chilling just on board, waiting for people. Ignil is actively attuning to an item. But I'll say Wonder again with your insight. Ignil has purposely seated himself near this region, and he is very much looking at the orb that the High Priestess carries. The remaining crew start trying to repair the ship. The Suijin in the water start trying to repair the ship. Amira for a moment checks on Myra, but you are left a moment as you're resting. Is there anything people are doing in this time?
I would like to, if there's any heavy boxes around, I'd just like to lift them and do some bicep curls.
Cool. Yeah. You see the Loxodon lean in at some point. Also, ask for your help in moving the barrels that they brought up to move them back down. But in this break, they're just like they start basically just like fanboying over you. They're just like, so how the Loxodon is like, so Jakob, how long have you been sailing?
Or, well, as long as I can remember, but it's been a while. I took a break. So, I'm just getting back. I'm not 100% yet.
That's
I am
amazing.
100%. I'm just showing off.
That's amazing. That's amazing. If you wouldn't mind, me and Rito, as he gestures towards the Leonin, would you like teach us some moves?
Um, yeah. I'm I'm unaware. I don't have any special moves really, but I can show you a thing or two about a thing or two.
Great. And those two will basically just kind of sit there. Well, they'll. I mean, I guess a bit of sparring would occur, but they would just be like listening to you as you kind of help them along a bit. Um,
Gaia found.
yeah, Bess and Rito, they are level 2, so they're not very huge just yet, despite their
But
statures.
they will be. My
They
training,
will be. The fucking
my boy.
Jakob training program.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a ship standard later on.
Whew. Miranda and Surf. What is going on their end?
Surf would be making himself useful where possible, and Miranda will be standing kind of watching over the Sweden work and just kind of vainly looking at her nails and just relaxing
Amazing.
after a hard day's work.
Great. Uh, the priestess and the wave shaper who are still on board, they occasionally kind of like look towards you. And at some point, the priestess walks over, uh, and starts and says to you, "I didn't expect a mermaid to be aboard this ship."
What can I say? I'd wanted a pleasure cruise.
You are Miranda, the third princess of Vanderbilt, correct?
Indeed, that is I. Bow to your superior.
You are not superior to me. Why does a Triton of great renown like yourself happen to be on this ship?
Uh, well, I was bored mostly. I think my mum said something about dealing with portals. But yeah, just I was bored. These guys were going on an adventure, so I joined them.
I see. Not unlike your sisters, you do not seem to be as important.
Hey, enough about my sisters. Yeah, you will notice he's visibly struck a nerve.
Well, if you do not seem to be representing the kingdom of Vanderbilt right now, so I will excuse myself. And
Thanks.
the priestess
Me?
will walk away.
No! I am. How dare you? Of course I represent the Kingdom of Vanderbilt. Get back
Her
here
voice is
right now.
Um, the At that point, we're gonna swing to Wanda. You notice a while into your rest, Kevin has patched up Myra, and I would say just about as if a couple moments ago you noticed that Ignil went to speak with Amira. And as you're kind of resting, you overhear them arguing once again. You hear Ignil you hear Ignal first as he is not shouting, but in a very stern voice saying, "Look, the people you have invited on board are a liability. The princess is pretentious and does not cooperate. The uh uh the the changeling did not tell you about the sigil until prompted. We cannot trust them." Amira, you'll see Amira at this point. "Look, Ignil, I appreciate your concern, but I am aware of the danger they pose to the ship. I know your concerns about who they might be working with, but if that's the case and we discover them to be spies, traitors, betrayers, whatever the case, cultists, once we dock at any of the docks that we're planning to dock, if when we go to Elephant Rock, if they are a liability and a danger, then our treasury is 10,000 gold richer. There is no downside to having them on board, and if they are a danger, then we can get that bounty. It is ours. I mean, quite easily." Ignil, once again at this point, "Look, whoever they're working with, they are the same people that were working with the Embrace. So, if you're so concerned about spies, they are literally the most likely people." Once again, Amira pipes up. "And if they're spies, then we collect their bounty. But if they're not spies, then they can take us. Well, look at this." And they go silent for a moment. "I know Darwin. Sorry, not Darwin. Whoops. Ignore that. I know Wanda is affiliated with them in some way. We can make use of her. That's all I am saying. I appreciate your concern. We do not need to speak of this more. Please go." And Ignil kind of storms out as you start to walk towards Amira's quarters. And kind of turns to avert your to avert from your like eye contact. "What are you doing now?"
I will make a very blatant effort to like smile at Ignil in like an overly friendly way. Not in like just I'm clearly so friendly that it does look forced, but there's not like anything sinister or like teasing behind it. I am just like being overly friendly, as if like trying to overcorrect for something. But I won't interfere with him at all. I'll just go like knock on Amara's door, and be like, "Hey, you too busy, or we okay to do the gesture to my face thing?"
Yeah. So Ignil, as he walks away, as you kind of as you like overtly smile at him, it's just as he walks away, you hear him like mutter, "God damn it!" And Amira welcomes you in. "Hello again, Wanda. How are you doing?"
Doing all right. doing all right. You know, it's always good to exercise that time in the morning, you know, and I feel like fighting sharks and mer people is the best kind of exercise one can hope for on a ship. So, you know, feeling refreshed, feeling hopeful, excited.
Amazing. Are you ready to try to uh are you ready to try heal your scar?
Of course. If and yesterday went swimmingly, so I can only imagine today will go even easier, I'm sure.
Right. To start with, I will
Leave the correct term is swimmingly.
I will ask you to repeat what you did yesterday. Once again, change to your uh true form and for the moment just try change the coloration of your fingernails.
Indo. Does she still have? Do they still have the divider thing up?
They do indeed.
I'm still not. Okay, good. I'll nip behind the divider, and be like, okay, and here we go. And I will do the same thing I did yesterday, which is like change some of the way, but not all of the way. So like again, make myself like very pale and wrinkly. Probably keep my height the same. Probably keep some facial features the same, but yeah, I'd probably say like a 30% change towards my true form.
Okie dokie. Right. As you attempt to kind of once again shift your fingernails specifically, how I will describe this is that while changing to you is natural, it is something you can do without the necessary need to think about it. When you are specifically being asked to do certain things, you don't really fully understand how you're doing them. They just happen as you think about it. I want you to roll once again, I think it was a constitution check, but it will be a disadvantage.
Whatever for.
A 1. You are unable to change yourself, and in fact, for around 10 minutes, find it difficult to shift to any other form. Like as this is happening, like 5 minutes into this like period, Amira will kind of pipe up and ask you, how are you doing in there, darling?
Wanda will be temporarily broken out for like concentration. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, it's going great. As I say, any like I said yesterday, any colors you have in mind, I can do red, I can do turquoise. You know, colors you haven't even imagined, colors you can't even conceive of. I can do them all. It's going really well. Yeah,
Roll a deception check for me.
happily. That's what I'm good at. 14. That's pathetic. I rolled a
Okay.
3. Outrageous.
Right. Well, why don't you try green?
Oh, I can do green. What kind of shade of green? You want jade green? You want emerald green? You want deep sea green? Come on, I can do it all. I can do it. I got different fingers going different colors, different shades of green. I got a full spectrum going on over here.
Let's say emerald for now.
Like boom, all 5 emerald, and I've got 4 emerald. Now I've got 3 emerald. Now I've got 1 and then 3 emerald. You know, I can do it all.
That's impressive. How about a sapphire blue?
Ooh, excellent taste, excellent color. What are my
I
favorite
want
colors?
you to roll another constitution with disadvantage.
Happily.
And I'll say alongside that, roll an insight. With the insight, you recognize that Amir has asked you to replicate what is the most rarely occurring color in nature. So it is actively more difficult than most other colors as you try to shift, and with that 11, once again, you're unable to change your fingernails.
I'll bite. I'll like go, ooh, hang on, Sapphire's a little bit more difficult. Let me try and darken it a little. No, not too dark. Okay, there we go. There, ooh, yeah, you really got me going with that one. Sapphire, difficult, nice color though. I can see it's worth it.
Okay, amazing. I believe I mentioned it yesterday, but how about you just try your, how about you try changing the color of your eyes?
Do you have a mirror I can borrow? Because just to check that it's working.
Uh, she will say, "There's one by the wardrobe nearby you, a hand mirror," and she will like turn to face the door. Grab it. When I've turned around, grab it when you feel like you wish to.
Sounds good. Wonder will still stealth to grab the mirror,
Go for
just
it.
in case. So I think with my boots of Elvenkind and my cloak, like I'd do it silently. So she probably wouldn't be aware that I'd moved. But then I'd have the mirror and be like, okay, yeah, that's much better. At this point with the mirror, Wanda may see that she like how little 30% actually is, and she'll make it so her face but not her body is like natural changeling state. So she's still the same height, still like the same build and everything as like Wanda, or as her like current new form. But she'll change her face to be like default changeling face, and then start doing the eye thing. If that's something she can do
Okay.
after she's been struggling with specifics for so long.
I will say roll a constitution check this one. This time it's gonna be straight. You are able to shift the color of your eyes. What color would you like to shift them to?
Hell yeah, I want like a deep fiery red, like the fire venom that I poisoned that one guy with. And in the back of my mind, I'm hoping that he's still like using fire breath underwater and just has like bubbles, scalding hot bubbles, like covering his face whenever he opens his mouth. And I laugh to myself a little bit.
You begin to shift the color of your eyes, and as you go to change them to this fiery red, you instead see a like caustic green looking color shine through.
Wild. I try and change, and so instead I do it blue. My eyes
When you
turn
do
yellow.
that, you shift to blue.
Oh, wild. For fun, I'll try and make like a sapphire blue to see if like I can do it with my eyes, if not my nails.
You change to a sapphire blue.
And then finally, I think I'll change to actually no, not finally. I want to run through like the like primary and secondary colors to see if there's any other like weird things that happen, like red turning into green.
You change it to other colors, and everything seems fine. You even tried to change it to red again, and you changed to red to that time.
Wild. Wonder we'll repress that for the time being and deal with that at a later date. Actually, Wonder will quickly talk to Orton. I'm like, hey, did you have anything to do with that?
Uh, I didn't do anything. I've just been chilling. Um,
Yeah.
what are you talking
Thanks for
about?
the last
Sorry.
fight, by the way. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. If you, can I insight him? Just in case. What is paranoid?
Roll an insight check. Yeah. He was not paying attention.
Checks out. Yeah, Wonder will,
What?
Wonder will again repress it. Deal with that later today.
Orton is still chilling. He's like, what happened, Wanda? What is happening?
Don't worry about it. Therapy. It's like physical therapy, don't worry about it. Doesn't concern you. That might be a touchy subject, seeing as you don't have a physical to therapy. I don't know, but yeah, don't worry about it. You do what you're doing.
Hey,
Thanks for earlier. I really appreciate you as always.
I'm still chilling below the ship, so you do you.
Can he only move if I command him? Can I like give him like a little bit of autonomy to just kind of vibe for a bit?
He doesn't control the clone, but he can see through it.
Okay.
So you can, if you command it to move, it will move, but you're not commanding him specifically, would be
Right.
the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Well,
give him a good view of the ocean.
thanks for that. It's been a while since I've been on the ocean, so I'm gonna take that in. Let me know if you need me, Wanda. And we'll
Will do.
kind of
You keep doing what you're doing.
turn his focus elsewhere. Amira at this point again would just be like, okay, if you were able to do that, that's all I will say to do for today. If you want to in your own time, you can keep trying. Keep trying in your own time because it will be helpful. If you can find a spot private enough to do that.
Sounds good.
As you kind of head out, she once again, she stops you as you are about to leave their room. Look, I appreciate the fact that you're not used to your true form. If you can follow through with what I'm showing you, then you can do things like this. Give me a sec. And you will see a mirror start to strain a bit as you see the skin on her left arm shifts to like draconic scales.
Neat trick.
I mean, I'm gonna imagine you can do that as well. I don't think in changing to a Dragonborn is that different. However, she like conjures a flame in one of her hands and blasts in her right hand and blasts it at the other. And as that flame disappears, you see no damage. You might be you might be able to carry on the properties of what you're changing to. So just try as best as you can. And she like leaves you there.
See, this is perfect because before Wanda was only being incentivized by like a sense of betterment and a sense of self-improvement, whereas now she gets like actual perks and she gets actual benefits. So now she might be a bit more receptive to this. This is amazing.
You all of you kind of gather above deck as Ignal has finally finished attuning to the item he's attuning. You see it looks like just a regular spell scroll, but as you kind of inspect a bit more deeply, there is definitely it is of a high quality. There's better material or better ink being used, and the lettering on this scroll you do not recognize. None of you recognize the language of it. Looks old. He begins to set out the scroll and start casting a spell. And as he readies the water breathing spell, you see the Suijin next to you, kind of just waiting for this to occur. I would like all of you to roll perception checks. I'm going to say only one from Miranda or Surf.
Perception's my
Yes,
middle
sure.
name.
The last one from Jakob.
I've already rolled one.
Oh, where is it? What was it? Sorry.
16 seconds ago at 18.
An 18.
Oh wait, I'm on self roll. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I'll take that 18. You all see. The Suijin High Priest at this point is a bit more relaxed, and the gem is for a time now has been hidden away. You see kind of floating next to the High Priestess, the gem. One in particular, there is nothing that it is just floating there by itself. That gem is moving up and down like ever so slightly, ever so often. And a moment goes by, and that gem floats away.
Are we still sailing? Like, with all
You're
the
halted at this point.
Okay.
That gem
Um,
floats away. Are you doing anything? Well, are any of you doing anything as you see this gem float away?
I will bring attention. I will bring the high priestess attention to it. Like, hey, miss, your gem's flowing away. And I'm immediately then going to roll an insight on Ignal. So I do not trust that motherfucker.
The priestess turns their gaze and roll a perception on their end. They they don't notice anything, and they're just like, "Was it? I have it right here." And you see them pull out a very similar gem, but there is no magic surrounding it. From where it was kept. Roll an insight check for me.
More than happily.
You look over to Ignil, and he is fully concentrated in like making this ritual. He is effectively ritually casting water breathing, and you see him fully focused on it.
Okay. I don't fully trust him, but I can't blame him yet. So I will say nothing and just keep an eye on the orb that's floating away.
A moment. That orb will float out of sight.
Like, but yeah, wait, where does it go? We're all above deck, right?
You're all above deck. It will be pulled. You'll see it'll be pulled further towards. I would say into the ship. It will be pulled past this door that you. Let me put you on the correct level so you can actually see that. There is a door that sits in front of you. Whoops, I deleted you from existence. God damn it. Don't know what form you'll be pulled back into. You see a door that sits above you, and it's pulled into that door and just fully out of sight past that.
Never mind. I change my mind. I'm gonna excuse me a moment, guys, and I'm gonna follow it. Stealthing once I get past the door. Well, I guess stealthing immediately for things behind the door. Obviously, I can't stealth from the people watching.
You go. Okay, yeah. Roll a stealth check. Kevin, Doug, are you doing anything at this point?
Wonder's wonder. Miranda is will kind of keep looking in the direction of the gem and loosely follow and wander towards it, but not too much. Like not directly chasing it through the door.
What about Jakob?
Sorry, I got some water. What's happening?
Uh,
The gem?
the gem that the priestess was that the priestess used before to cast lightning bolt has started floating and has been pulled away further into the ship. Uh,
And then there's the fake gem that isn't.
yeah,
in there.
they seem to be unaware of it as they pulled out a similar looking gem, although it doesn't have the like magical intensity.
Okay, so we gotta grab this gem.
Are you following it?
Wonder is currently stealthily following it and just seeing where it goes. If Jakob wants to riff off of that, or if Jakob just wants to grab it, fair enough.
Jakob's just gonna try grab it if he can.
You guys make your way uh into the space that the door that was pulled through. You then see the orb go down the stairs.
Can I run after it and grab it? Can I use my
Uh,
long jump to like dive at it? A
roll.
remarkable athlete jump.
I'll say roll a dexterity check with advantage due to remarkable athlete.
Can we change that to an athletics?
We cannot in this instance. You try to grab at the gem, but it flies out of your grasp just as like your fingertips touch it. It flies into this room. And the door opens for a moment and then is like pushed and slammed shut. And Wanda, you hear. Well, I mean, both of you have a decent perception. You hear a latch close.
Or
Do we
there's
know
a
whose room
gem.
that is? Or is it just a room?
It's just a room. This would be in
Room,
particular just kind of a storage room. Just where like perishable goods are kept.
Hey, that gem isn't perishable. We need to get it back.
Wanda will gesture to the door and then gesture to Jacob and be like, you know what you do best. Would you mind breaking that door down for me?
Oh,
I can't lockpick
oh, I have to
ledges.
break that door
unfortunately.
down.
Wanda would like to make a
You
perception check.
My ears perk
To hear
up.
it.
There's a sparkle in my eye
roll an attack
as
for
I
me.
see a
Yeah.
locked door.
I want to
What
try
am I
and like
rolling?
perceive, like listen to the room to hear like, if like a spell is cast, like a teleportation spell, or like if like there's like sounds of like someone moving. I just want to listen to the room and hear if I hear like any ways that they are like getting out of the room.
So I'll say Jakob, make an attack. Wanda, you can roll a perception.
There's a nat 20.
Oh wait, no.
There's a nat 19. I've not rolled a single nat 20, but I've rolled a few
that
nat
door is
19.
definitely opened very quickly. Wanda's just before this happening. You hear something moving. And before and as the door is being broken down, you hear straining. You hear like some creature straining. And then as that door opens, there is silence, and you don't see the gem.
He teleported out.
What's straining?
As you ponder that, that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh, cliffhanger!
Before I inevitably forget next week, can I roll an investigation check to like
Next
quickly scan
week?
the room for?
Roll an investigation check.
Did I say next week? Yeah, because
Yeah,
I will forget, but I have a theory already. Yeah, I want to investigate the room to see like just what's in it. If there's anything that could have been moved, and like heavy things. I want to see if heavy things have been moved recently. 12 doesn't seem.
with that investigation check, there are shelves and stuff where things are kept. You find it very odd for a latch to be on the inside of a door and not the outside, unless it were maybe like a toilet, but for perishable goods, that doesn't make sense to you. Um,
Good point.
Other than that, you look around the room and nothing. What are you looking for specifically?
I was looking for like I heard straining, so I'm imagining like I'm looking for big heavy things. I'm looking for like scuff marks on the ground to see if anything heavy has been like moved recently, like a shelf that's like got scratches in the floor by its base, like it's been dragged aside and then put back in place or something.
You
Like
don't
specifically what I was looking for, but then other things of that ilk.
you don't see anything of that nature
Do they?
as you investigate around. I would say you notice like a couple things like that are that seem to have been knocked over, but it's just like uh a couple like packets of something or like a box, like a very small box, something, nothing like heavy or big. And you don't see scratches, and you don't see evidence of anything being moved, aside from those very few things.
Okay. Duly noted.
And that is where we're gonna end the session.
Yes, of course. Fascinating. An escape room next session, or a reversed escape room. Figure out how the person escaped from the room.
I'd just like to make a correction to Aaron's description. He said there weren't heavy objects, but Jakub is right here, and he's big.
This is